Hello and happy Independence Day. Christy joins me with your holiday forecast and lets us know if the soggy, sticky June weather pattern will linger into the first weekend of July. Also, Tom stops by the studio educating us on forecasting certainty. All this plus nature in the news, trivia, and more. This is Weather or Not. Good day, everyone. Thanks for joining us on this celebratory weekend. I'm your host, Travis Patterson.
And I'm your forecaster, Christy Shields.
Well, Christy, it seems like the past few days or so, Mother Nature has been pounding us with a lot of rain, bolts of lightning, and cracks of thunder. It looks like she set the bar for Central Pennsylvania Fourth Fest.
We have been very active and unsettled in this weather pattern. On Thursday, June 27th, we actually saw 3.38 inches of rainfall that day, which did set the record. And even some streets in Center County were flooded, and it was very hard to get around if you were in a motor vehicle. We shouldn't see in the way of that kind of flooding, I don't think, for the 4th of July. Hopefully, I think Mother Nature will hold off on her own fireworks so we can enjoy ours for the 4th.
All right, well, Christy will have more details on her holiday forecast in a moment, but for now, starts Nature in the News. We've seen our fair share of lightning here in Centre County since the summer solstice a couple of weeks ago, and a rare EF1 tornado off Route 322 near Boalsburg last Thursday. Some researchers are trying to correlate lightning to the future growth in a storm's intensity as a predictor of tornadoes to increase warning times. As a storm grows and more particles collide in the violent updrafts, the rate of lightning flashes increases. Robert Marshall, owner of Earth Networks, overseeing a network of lightning sensors across the nation, observed the substantial increase in lightning flashes in the supercell that spawned the deadly Moore tornado. He said that Moore tornado went from no lightning and really no storm to about 50 flashes per minute. It's a very classic scenario where you have a significant rise in lightning well in advance of a tornado. At the American Meteorological Society annual meeting in January, his team presented the results of a study using the Lightning Network to issue severe weather warnings and found that the tornado warnings issued from their Lightning Network system resulted in warning lead times of 20.5 minutes on average, nearly 7.5 minutes more than the current average lead time on tornadoes, which is about 13 minutes. Marshall hopes to integrate his lightning warning system with the National Weather Service in the near future.
Extreme weather such as hurricanes, thunderstorms, and tornadoes, some of what we've already seen here in central Pennsylvania this summer, can easily frighten children. The National Weather Service, American Meteorological Society, NOAA, and Planet Now, an international disaster preparedness group, have all partnered together to create the Young Meteorologist Program to educate children about severe weather science, weather confidence, and safety. The program helps each child become a junior data collector with interactive games covering floods, lightning, hurricanes, and tornadoes. Once a child completes a game module, he or she earns a Young Meteorologist certificate. This program differs from other educational programs about dangerous weather because it is aimed at children as a gateway into families to take action and be resilient in the face of extreme weather. To learn how your child can become weather savvy, visit youngmeteorologist.org.
When you think about summer heat, more often than not, you're drawn to the deserts of the Southwest or the tropical beaches in the Caribbean. But Alaska? A few days before the official start of summer, towns all across the last frontier broke all-time records. McGrath, a small town about 200 miles northwest of Anchorage, reached 91 degrees, crushing the record of 84 set back in 1962. Talkeetna, Alaska, also north of Anchorage, set an all-time temperature record of 96 degrees. That's just 4 degrees shy of triple-digit territory. This was all due to an unusual weather pattern of a burly high-pressure system staying stagnant over the state, causing the air to sink, compress, and warm to impressive readings. Recently, another unusual weather pattern brought a similar strong high-pressure system to the western lower 48, breaking temperature records. Las Vegas soared to an all-time record high of 118 degrees last Saturday, and Death Valley, California, tied the June record of 128 degrees. So far this summer, State College has yet to register a single 90-degree day. Christy is standing by with details on your forecast for Independence Day and the first weekend of July. Any signs of reaching that 90-degree mark, Christy?
Well, Travis, we could have a slight chance to see a 90-degree day this weekend. However, it is a very slight chance, and July usually on average only has around 3 days that are 90 degrees above or average, so you might have to wait until the end of the month. But let's begin with the 4th of July. Here in State College, fireworks during 4th Fest will start at 9:15 p.m. During the day Thursday, there is some chances of pop-up thunderstorms. However, I don't think we will see any around the 9:15 o'clock hour, so it should be nice to go out and enjoy the fireworks and sit on blankets outside. It'll be 68 degrees, so the temperature should be quite nice for the evening hours. Again, during the day, there will be more of a chance of a storm if you're going to go enjoy the carnival or check out the race that will be taking place. If you're traveling to Gettysburg to see the 150th anniversary of the battle, you should see the same about forecast as here in State College. Chances of storms in the daytime, and then it will lessen as the night goes on. But taking a look for the weekend on Friday, we do have humid weather for our Friday, as you can see, and this is due to this high pressure system over here and this warm air that is coming from the Gulf from a Bermuda high, and with the jet stream sitting above us here in Pennsylvania, it is making it quite stormy what we've seen in the past couple weeks. So expect some scattered thunderstorms on Friday to pop up during the day. Saturday is basically the same thing with a less chance of these storms, considering this high pressure is slowly moving inland. So as it moves inland during the weekend, it'll lessen our chances of these storms. Saturday and then into Sunday, we can see scattered storms possible again, but it shouldn't, isolated, not much in the way due to this high finally reaching its way inland. It will be warm here in State College again because of that Gulf moisture moving up through. So taking a recap of the weekend, a high around 82 on Friday with scattered storms, so make sure that you keep watching the National Weather Service for any warnings that could be issued with torrential downpours. Again, I don't see much in the way of flooding, but it is possible. Friday night, a low of 68 degrees with a chance of an evening storm. It'll slowly clear up during the night hours because of the daytime heating going away. Saturday, 84 degrees with isolated thunderstorms. If you are traveling throughout the state or even farther for the 4th weekend and the 1st weekend of July, you could see, again, some showers and storms popping up across the eastern seaboard. Saturday night, the low will drop to 68 degrees with mostly cloudy skies. And then on Sunday is your best chance of not seeing a storm. However, there is that storm possibility continuing, a high around 87. So, Travis, this is the closest we should get this weekend to reaching that 90-degree mark. For the rest of the day on Sunday, it should, again, see those pop-up storms. Tom is up next with a feature on forecasting and probability.
The beginning of next week looks like it'll be warm and it may be wet. 30% chance of rain on Monday and Tuesday, decreasing to 10% on Wednesday, and it keeps on going down until we get to Friday and the early weekend. Though, taking a look at this right now, this is actually the forecast for last week, though. While I have you here, it's a good time to talk about the percentages that go along with forecasts, known as the probability of precipitation. Now, the probability of precipitation starts off with why you actually watch the forecast. Statistics show that it's usually to find out what to wear for the day, but you may be planning an event or just have a general interest in the weather. Either way, you're trying to answer one of three questions, and that is the temperature going to be hot or cold? Is the cloud cover going to provide you with a sunny sky or a cloudy sky? And is there or is there not going to be precipitation? Now we can forecast uncertainty, we can forecast the weather using icons as well as speaking ourselves. Temperature seems to be the easiest way to do that with altering the text color, the text size, and some objects that might go along with it like flames in the hot temperature forecast. Things get a touch more complicated as we get towards cloud cover with the mostly sunny icon showing the smallest percentage of clouds present in the icon. You can see the difference between mostly sunny and mostly cloudy, and it's quite clear cut that the more clouds you have present in the icon, the more clouds will be present during that forecasted day. Now, precipitation is different. The larger the icon in a precipitation forecast doesn't necessarily dictate how much it will rain that day or how long it will rain that day. It's just a show of the forecaster's certainty in that forecast. So with the largest icon, we show the greatest certainty, and with the smallest icon, we show the smallest amount of certainty in a forecast. So the best way to truly explain that is to take a look at a forecast in action. Now, in an idealized situation, if a forecaster wants to create a probability of precipitation or the percentage that he thinks it will rain in that given day, he looks back in time to find two types of days. Days that at the least both have in common that they had the same atmospheric conditions that he's predicting, and days that showed a measurable precipitation and a day that presented with no measurable precipitation. Now, for sake of statistics, he looks back and finds 10 days with the same atmospheric conditions. 7 out of those 10 days resulted in no measurable precipitation. 3 out of those 10 days resulted in measurable precipitation. So 3 out of those 10 days with the same atmospheric conditions that he's predicting ended up in measurable precipitation. So what he's saying is that there's a 3 out of 10 chance, using history as his basis, that it will rain in any given day. With that being said, there's many myths and many different explanations that people have out there to try to explain percentages and uncertainties in meteorology, though that is the most widely accepted way. And thanks for tuning into my feature segment. I'm student meteorologist Tom Bedard. Up next is Christy Shields with the forecast.
Here's your extended forecast and the week beyond. For the weekend, expect more storms and that unsettled active pattern to continue throughout the weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday all have a chance of storms. It will lessen as the weekend goes on, so there is less chance on Sunday than on Friday for these storms. Again, temperatures will be in the lower to mid 80s. Sunday, that temperature will be close to the 90-degree mark. I'm not sure quite yet if we will hit it, but there is a possibility on Sunday. The lows will drop down into the upper 60s, lower 70s for this weekend, so it will be kind of hot. For the week beyond, expect it to not be a washout like we've seen these past couple weeks, but we will see some clearing Tuesday and Wednesday, and then another storm system could possibly come through Thursday and Friday, bringing us more rain showers for the following weekend.
Well, Christy, it doesn't look like a complete washout like we previously saw last week here in Center County, but that actually brings us to our Weather Whiz quiz, where we asked you back at home, Philadelphia had its all-time record wettest June. How much rain did the city total for the month? Was it A, 4.55 inches, B, 7.4 inches, C, 10.11 inches, or D, 14.37 inches? And the answer is C, 10.11 inches.
Yes, Philadelphia did see a lot of rain, flash flood warnings, and watches last week, but it wasn't the only place that saw that type of weather.
Yeah, many locations across the Northeast reported torrential rains that Thursday. Even a local viewer here in State College from southeast side of State College sent in a picture of his rain gauge reporting 4.3 inches, and that actually led to a lot of basements in that area flooding, which we don't see that very often.
We do not.
But that about wraps it up for this episode of Whether or Not. Remember to keep Pennsylvania beautiful and clean up after your fireworks celebration. I'm your host, Travis Patterson.
And I'm your forecaster, Christy Shields. Have a great week.